Remember a couple episodes ago I was talking about sriracha?
Nope. Oh, yeah.
I put it on Indian food.
I thought you were going to say I put it on eBay.
No, in my defense, before everyone listening freaks out, it was really just like that microwave stuff. It's like not really... It's not like a really fun Indian dish. It's just like some sort of bag full of chickpeas and cheese and stuff, and you just dump it on a regular bowl full of rice. It's not very flavorful or anything.
Sure.
But it's good enough. So because it wasn't so flavorful, I dumped some sriracha on it for, some extra bit of sweetness. It has a sweetness to it, and there you go. It was great.
You said it wasn't one of the fun Indian foods. What would you say are the fun Indian foods?
Like the really, like I said, the more flavorful kinds, the stuff that you really want to use to grab the naan and just soak it right up. Not even have to use a fork or anything. One of those really good dishes like butter chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, this is just like a cheap thing from the start. So.
Twinkies Vindaloo.
Maybe, yeah.
Classic.
Well, you might be able to find that in the UK. I mean, Scotland does have the deep-fried Snickers bars, right? So,
sure.
Or Mars bars. I guess it doesn't matter. It's all the same, really. They're made by the Mars company, right?
I guess. God, you'd think that would originate in the South.
Yeah. Speaking of Mars, what do you think about all these new Mars discoveries? There might be water on Mars. You hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little thirsty. I could go for some.
We could be sending our kids there.
Well,
to, procreate.
Babies having babies?
Well,
on Mars?
No, they'd be grown.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that then.
Yeah. They don't know what to do. They're just babies.
I'm like, that would be such a weird space mission.
It could happen. You never know. You might just want to get some prime babies up there and say, hey, you guys are going to be the ambassadors for the next generation of humanity on a different planet.
Well, okay, real talk. Who's the ambassador that we send to meet Sailor Mars?
Well, Sailor Mars is on Earth.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta go.
On Earth. They have, I'm late. Thought she was on Mars this whole time. Shit.
She's waiting for me.
She has the power of Mars, right?
She's got legs till Tuesday.
That's true.
I only noticed that because I saw somebody playing the Sailor Moon game at the party.
Speaking of children.
No.
Aren't they middle schoolers?
No. Are they?
They're like 14, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Sailor Moon crew.
That's prime anime age.
Yes, age of consent.
Look at Evangelion.
I haven't.
They're all 14.
Oh.
But they're still hypersexualized in Japan, especially today.
Yes. It took 20 years.
I remember 7-Eleven does this annual summer campaign, and I think this year or last year they just take all the female protagonists, or take all the female pilots, put them in super tight, skimpy outfits, and then plaster them all over 7-Eleven. Boom!
Oh,
There's your summer advertising campaign.
Panties dangling from the ceiling.
Cacho, aren't they 14? Shut up! Just do it!
This is a patriarchy, damn it.
I really don't think... I'm not paying you to think! could you at least pay me something? No! Not in the budget!
Well, they don't pay him to think, that's for sure.
No.
Do you pay your helpers at the bar to think?
Yes.
Yeah? Are they even good at that?
Quick thinking saves lives, * money. That's my motto.
Give a hoot, read.
Thank you. A book!
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's No More Whoppers. You remember us? Yeah, of course you do. Hi, my name is Ray Barnhold, Ancient Alien. And with me, as always, he puts the Al in alcoholism, Alex Fraioli.
I call it drinkaholism.
Hey, means the same thing.
Oh.
It goes to the same place, i.e. the gutter.
Hey.
Yeah, you're a lost cause. What can we say?
Yes.
No, I don't think you want to. No.
No? What's wrong?
No. You want to work to sobriety.
Wait, I heard I was getting a free copy of Just Cause. That's why I showed up here.
It's a good game. You'll like it.
Cool. I can play new games now. That's not new, though.
No, it's not. It's almost 10 years old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did I say new? I meant...
Jesus Christ. Okay, they're coming out with a third one. Does that help?
There we go. Yes. Just Cause 3.
Yeah,
but the way I said that, I meant the E is the 3. Is it really a 3?
Yes.
Yes! I just guessed. That's how easy this shit is.
No, I think I said third one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You meant, like, not in a number, but like some other funny subtitle.
CAUS3. That's got to be the name.
No. I think most people got over that pretty quickly.
Well, I'm holding out for Just 4.
There was Fear 3, which, of course, used the 3 as the E.
Sure. And then 4, which used the A as a 4.
No.
Come on.
They didn't make a fourth one.
Oh, fuck. Cancel
I know,
my
they
pre-order.
missed it, right?
Yeah.
No hope for that. Yeah, well, how you been, Alex?
It's
been another period of time since we talked.
Yes, chronology works in a way.
You sound wide awake and raring to go. Ready to do some podcasting, am I right? Ready to talk about the past week or two.
Oh, God,
what's been going on in our lives.
I'm up.
Who moved my cheese?
By Twinkie Vindaloo.
What?
I don't know.
I don't get you sometimes.
Neither do I. I'm still sleep deprived. I think I got 3.5 hours of sleep last night.
Now, why is that?
Well, I work late.
Oh, so it's not a new reason.
And I play late.
It's the same old reason.
Yeah, well, it's also because I got this PlayStation 4.
Yeah, and?
I've been using it to play a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pine.
The Trans-Pacific Partnership, yes.
Thank you. Great. North American Free Trade Agreement?
Would you like to talk about it this week, or are you good?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
wow.
I've got so much to say.
All right. Well, I still don't have it. So I think for once in our lives, you may have got a Metal Gear game before I did.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Metal Gear?
Yes. Well, you know, remember that Vine I posted? Like, if when Ground Zeroes came out, like if you leave it on the PlayStation 4 menu, the title scrolls to Al Gear Solid 5.
Yay!
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That was hilarious. Yeah, I posted that. People liked it.
I'm a robot! That's a line from the game.
So I didn't buy Metal Gear, but I did buy Dragon Quest Heroes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How's that?
Should I? Should I just launch into it? Or should we start with you? What do we want to do?
Start with
do
you.
We want to talk about video games? Or do we want to talk about grocery stores? Or cars? Or Japanese people? You know, our go-tos.
That's right. Well, all right. Before we launch into that, let me start with another game I bought.
Okay.
It's called Picross 3D2.
Oh, yeah.
And it's great.
Yep. I can't wait for that to be in English.
It is so... I have wasted so much time playing that. Not wasted, because really I'm enjoying myself.
I don't remember,
game,
but you did get the first one, right? To play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Picross tickles an area of my brain that... it's not really tickled in any other way or by anything else.
So are you saying you're stupid?
Huh?
The blocks on the thing.
Buh. It's not.
I mean, yeah, it's a good puzzle game. What else can you ask for?
It is so good. Now, my only complaint is that there are not 100 hours in a day.
True.
So now the game works with it's a two-color system, much like our two-party system.
Yes.
Where, in the original Picross 3D, you were just dealing with blocks that are colored or uncolored. Well, if they're not colored, you just destroy them.
Okay.
Now you're dealing with blocks that are either one of two colors or nothing.
Yeah, and what does the different colors mean?
Well, no, there's just two. It just means... Okay, oh yeah, what is it? Okay. Blue blocks are cubes. They're just meant to be cubes in that design. And then orange blocks are curved or rounded or otherwise a non-cube.
All right.
Yes.
So does that really make the puzzles more challenging? Or is it
Well,
just
yeah, it does. And see, Picross is weird because like I'm like a fucking savant at it. I'm crazy good at it. I'm crazy good at it. Cannot explain how to play it for the life of me. Like there's numbers,
well, the 3D
and
one's
then,
especially bad.
Yeah, like there's numbers, and then from the numbers you know what blocks are there, but so you know what blocks to destroy, and then you know what the colors are, but I can't explain how.
Yeah. No. Picross 3D is especially bad because it's in 3D and you have to like chisel away at this thing.
Z-axis my butt.
Yeah, and they have to like differentiate the numbers themselves and add patterns and shit. So you can't play it without actually playing that tutorial of it and then seeing it happen is what I'm saying.
So in the original
learning by doing.
Papa Duba in the original 3D Picross 3D. All right, let's see if I can explain this. There's a line. Let's say there's 4 blocks. I'm already the far fuck. If the far block says 4, you know to color in all 4 blocks.
Could you start over?
If the block says 3, you know that only 3 out of those 4 blocks are colored and 1 gets destroyed.
Yes.
However, if you see a line of 4 blocks and then at the beginning you see 3 with a circle around it, it means that 3 of those blocks are colored, but they're non-consecutive.
Yeah.
Is this making sense to anybody?
Well, it does to me because I played the original, so I get that part.
Okay. So that means 2 groups of non-consecutive blocks. A number with a square around it means 3 or more groups of non-consecutive blocks. Stop me if you've heard this.
Listen, I'm just going to have to repeat my point that you're going to have to play the game if you really want to figure it out.
But yeah, I'm going to put my complaint as simple as possible. So now in 3D Picross 2, you can mark blocks with a temporary color border around them, which marks to let you know for later. This block is either this color or destroyed. So you can mark a block with an orange outline or a blue outline, which means I don't know what this is for sure, but it's not the other color. That's all I know.
Okay.
Here's my complaint. I'm going to try to make this as easy to understand as possible. When
You're
you mark
doing great
the blocks,
so far.
when you mark the blocks, you're basically putting a colored square around that number, which is super confusing in a game that sometimes already puts a colored square around the blocks to indicate something entirely different.
Yeah.
So like, I'll be doing a puzzle. I'll be like 20 minutes into a puzzle, and I'll come across a block that I have marked with an orange square. But maybe I think that it has a natural orange square around it, and that it's an orange squared number, and then I'll make a mistake based on that in the passion of Picross.
Yes. Mel Gibson?
Yes. Caviezel.
So it does get that bad for you?
It's yes,
you off
and
enough?
that's all. Yeah, I guess that's a stupid explanation, but the gist of it is. There's a visually confusing element of the game that they probably could have handled better. Making you think that one thing is another thing if you don't look closely.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, this Metal Gear game sounds tough.
I know!
I don't know what to tell you.
Yes! Oh, God. Metal Gear Lex.
It's still better than the first one. Right? Wouldn't you think so?
Yes, I like the added. I like the new 2-color system. It makes the puzzles more difficult, which I enjoy because I'm like, I don't know. Picross is one of those. Like, I'm not really good at any games that aren't Dragon Quest, but I kick ass at Picross.
Weren't you good at Resident Evil?
What?
Resident Evil.
Oh,
weren't you good at that back in the day?
Yeah, I guess I was.
Yeah. Now, of course, the first Picross 3D was hard enough, right?
How do you hold fucking pistols in your feet?
Yeah.
A lot of that involved for some reason. Didn't get that exactly.
There was a weird shooting minigame.
Yes. Thank you for yes-anding that one. Yes, there was a shooting game, right?
Oh, here it is now.
Time attack!
Ah, and racing.
Picross Racing? You can go online to race other people,
Ridge
but
Cross.
you gotta wait for them to spend 30 minutes poking their car out of a block.
What if they did do really giant 3D Picross puzzles where you do just chisel like a scale model of a car?
Well, I mean, they do kind of have the giant ones in the game.
It's like a 1,000 with a square around it.
Oh God. They do have the puzzles that are like, you do 12 puzzles that then make up one image.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That crap.
Like, I just did one that was Gulliver from Gulliver's Travels. It was a dozen different puzzles that added up to a guy just being tied down by small people.
So did you have to do all the individual small people?
No, I mean, they were
The
like...
Lilliputians? Is that
Thank
what
you.
it...
Yes.
Putians?
Lilliputians.
No, he's
They're-
poop.
Oh, God damn it. Duh. There were about 2 or 3 Lilliputians per puzzle. Is this interesting for anybody?
No, still not yet.
Great.
We're all lost. Thanks to you.
Poison!
Jesus Christ. Okay. Boo. Good game,
Anyway.
though. Nintendo Magic.
Right?
Buy it today.
Yeah, do that.
All right.
Do you think that'll come out in English?
I'm sure it will.
Good. Y'all should get it.
The first one kind of took a little bit long to come out after the Japanese one, so hopefully they'll rush this one a bit. I need it, is what I'm saying.
Had that dog on the cover.
Yes.
Had that meeting with the gangster.
Had that meeting with the block dog.
Told Galetta to talk to Lestrade. What fucking... I don't even remember the name. Tell me more about this Dragon Quest Heroes.
Falling rocks, I just don't get it. All right, you want to hear it?
I do. Let's go right into it.
The new version of a game called Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest. Quest. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest.
Oh, boy. You know, I've been waiting months for this. To finally do my own new version of a game called Dragon Quest segment. In full, without Alex's bullshit and his long stories about leveling up and dungeons. And there's a new dungeon where you fight the boss that you fought before, only he's a different color. But he gives you double experience, and so that was pretty fun. I beat him, and I beat like 5 more of him, and I got some medals from that, and that was pretty cool. And then I did more post-game content, and that was really fun, and now I'm clocked in at like 600 hours. And I don't think I'm done yet, but I think we'll still put a lot of fun time into it. I still gotta find some other signs.
Let's say goodbye to Alex!
And then there's the alchemy, and...
Well,
anyway.
fuck off.
Thank you.
Well, excuse me for designing that part of the game.
Wait, you're Yuji Horii?
I worked there, dumb fuck.
Didn't know. Well, there's egg on my face.
Hang on, is it Yuji or Eugene?
Well, he's been localized into Eugene, yes.
Good, okay, great. Oi, Guff, thanks for buying my game.
So, anyway, Dragon Quest Heroes. The world trees woe.
You want to try that again?
The world yours woe. And the blight below came out this week in English. I've been playing it, and yes, there's some oi govs.
Yes.
Well, Yangus is in it, although I don't have him yet.
They got the original voice actor back, right?
I have no idea.
I think they did.
Who's the original voice actor? Genius.
Gene Hackman.
Eugene Hackman.
Eugene Hackman. Eugene Merman.
I've only been able to put 4 hours into it, but I met Elena and Kirill.
Yay!
And then I just got Terry.
Yay!
So yeah,
is it true that he only wears terry cloth?
It's true. Yes.
Yes. Comfort on the battlefield.
Terry, by the way, his characterization is just like a jerk.
Yeah,
but his
that's
voice is kind of Raiden-ish.
Oh no,
Quentin Flynn-ish.
No.
So you have to deal with that.
Well, I'm Quentin Flynn-ish with this game on.
You're getting me good today, Alex. Do you have any questions, or should I just roll into something?
How are cars made?
Okay, about the game, please.
Is it good?
I think so. It's definitely it's of a high quality. It looks really good. They definitely polished it properly.
See, I wasn't gonna buy it because, as I told you, I'm not into the Muso genre.
Yeah.
But then I saw my buddy Brad is playing it. He was posting some screenshots on Twitter.
And of course, if someone else besides Ray is playing it, that means Alex will play it.
Well, that's my policy. Could you play everything?
Yeah, I will just play everything so that you are, you just quit games cold turkey.
Right. What kind of metric is that? Like, if the guy who plays everything, how can I take his recommendation? He plays everything.
I don't even recommend shit that much anymore because of this crap.
Oh, you wouldn't shut about that fucking, what is it, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but, okay.
You love it because they're Italian. Shut up!
Yeah, so here's the thing, they did definitely try and make it as Dragon Quest as possible. So there's a lot of RPG trappings in it. Good. More so than the other Muso games. I saw some people online who are trying to say, no, it's not a Muso, it's not really a Muso, it's really more of an action RPG. It's like, it's made by the same people, it has the same presentation, it's controlled the same way, it's going to be thought of in that franchise, whether it has the name on it or not. So thank you.
Well, hang on. Maybe this is a fundamental misunderstanding on my part. I always assumed a Muso game was like Dynasty Warriors, where you're on a battlefield and there's hundreds, there's wave after wave of enemy troops coming at you and you're just cutting them down until you get to a general or some shit.
So here's the point I was getting to about that.
Go.
Which is that so far the stages are kind of cramped. Which is a lot like the Fist of the North Star Muso game that they released. It's not about running in a huge battlefield and then, going 500 meters to the next guy you need to beat up to free up the waypoint. Instead, what they do is they have these smaller, somewhat more maze-like levels. Again, like the Fist of the North Star game, but it's just but even instead of preset camps or whatever that you have to run to, it's just here's a portal full of monsters that's spawning monsters, and you have to beat the monster that guards the portal. And then they'll stop coming. So it's basically like a MOBA, and that you basically just have to stem the tide of these monsters coming in and trying to hit whatever thing that it is you need to guard, which is like a tree root or the mayor.
So how can you forget those two classic RPG trappings?
So, I mean, again, so far it's pretty simple in that way, and not at all on a grand scale. I mean, it'll feel a bit bigger. I mean, you do have to do some running around, but again, it's not like a huge square-shaped arena. It's curling around inside the castle or outside the castle or whatever. And some of the levels have been, a little bit, they trick you a little bit. They'll start you in a field, but, all the main fighting has to go inside this little corridor where you have to go and guard the thing. So, it's not like that. And there is no, 60-minute levels either. I mean, you're not spending 40 minutes trying to defeat everything. Thank you. This isn't golf.
No, I was doing the 60 minutes ticking noise.
Oh, I thought you were clapping.
No, you ass.
That's like Smash Brothers clapping at the end. That's just clapping, Alex. You could have done tick, 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 tick. 60 minutes. We'll talk about something about that later. I got something for that. So, the fact that they are cramped stages is compensated by the fact that they put these enemy spawners in there. And that's basically it so far. Go and save another town overrun by monsters. Because the story's in a world where monsters and people lived in harmony, Some evil sorcerer guy made them all go mad crazy, bro.
Was it the evil wizard Hargon?
It's an evil wizard. It's not Hargon.
Okay. Trying to think of any other evil wizards I know. Was it Steve?
No, it's his brother.
Stove.
Okay, that's... Yes. Evil Stove. So I tell you what else is that, they really devalue monster medals in this game. Like, there's a level where you just, a monster drops a monster medal. It's like, oh, so these are what these are. But then it's like, you kill more enemies, and they just drop them. And you just pick them up like nothing. I mean, come on. What good are they if any old asshole can just pick them up? And then you summon the monsters with it, but they don't, like, stick with you after the level. They're all temporary. Like, you can summon a monster to, like, put him at a waypoint and just, like... Again, it's like a MOBA, basically.
They should have introduced something else besides the mini-medal, because the last thing we need in this economy...
monster medals.
Oh.
They do have mini-medals.
Oh, I take it back!
They have all the Dragon Quest shit. So you get mini-medals, monster medals, confessing to save, of course. You get alchemy.
Sure. Good.
You get orbs. Yeah, you get some orbs. You have a little...
Wait, now hang on. Canonically, there should only be between 6 and 7 orbs.
No, these are all like orbs that give you the effects of certain armor.
Well, see, that's not what I'm talking about.
So instead of armor, you buy these orbs that are imbued with the power of armor.
Look, Dragon Quest 3 had 6 orbs. Dragon Quest 8 had 7 orbs. Those are the only 2 numbers I will accept.
Well, this is different.
Get out.
We're playing a different ball game here.
No.
And there's a fat lady selling you orbs.
Don't you say a fucking word.
Okay.
Jerk off.
Oh, can I talk yet?
Yes.
That's the gist of it. I still think it's a fun game. I mean, I think, more tolerant of Muso games than you were, Alex. Although I remember you used to play him, didn't you? You used to like him, right?
Well,
you played some Dynasty Warriors.
No, that's the thing, is I just got burnt out on Dynasty Warriors.
But did you 100% them or something?
No, because I got bored.
Okay, fair enough. I get it.
So, if I like a game, I will try to 100% it, but,
yeah.
If I get bored of it, well, then I'm not, because it's boring.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Here's another wave of guys do the Yellow Turban Rebellion again. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely dropped out of, following them pretty quickly. And so they really have to, hook me with something like, I like Samurai Warriors because the setting's Japan, but I can't, play 5 of those now. I played Samurai Warriors 3, which I thought was really good because I think Nintendo sort of bankrolled it, and they made it seem a bit more solid. And then I haven't played Hyrule Warriors. So I think a lot of people are going from that to Dragon Quest Heroes. And, which I'm sure is fine, but I think the Zelda one is a bit more open. I think it is more closer to Dynasty Warriors. And then I played the Fist of the North Star ones. There are 2 of them. They're pretty much identical, but they're not as great. But yeah. So it has to really hook me with something like Dragon Quest, for example. And I'm fine with that. I also bought Warriors Orochi 3, which is it's the Chinese and the Japanese guys together. You have a lot more things, and it's the most content. So I was like, well, this will probably suit me for another 5 years. Oh, but you're making a Dragon Quest one, so I have to buy that now, too. Okay. Hey, Alex.
What's up?
I'd really appreciate even just an every now and then.
Well, I would try to, but half the things you talk about, I don't know what they are. So it becomes hard for me to... It becomes hard. No, it becomes hard for me to do even
that. Lie. It can be a lie.
All right, well, it's going to be the most bored, obvious you've ever heard. You're going to wish that you hadn't asked me to do that.
That's fine. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Better than having dead air on the other end.
No, I'm playing drops.
It's for Vito. No, you even did that sparingly.
What if you don't wake up?
Which says to me, oh, shut up already. I'm playing a drop to shut you up already.
Exactly.
Right, I don't care what time it is.
Sandwiches! Hey, there's one. Who's that guy?
I don't know, some idiot.
Hey.
Shut up, Ray.
All right. I don't know.
I'm sure I've sold you on it now, although Brad already did, I'm sure. So.
It's $60, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's an investment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not... What?
You know this series, Penchant for Stupid Names?
Yes.
Well, when you get a monster medal, this blows up in spades, because every monster you summon has their own unique name.
Nice.
I think I got a skeleton named Skelmo.
Skelmo?
Yep. One called Indiana Bones. Yep. Hanging up too. Bye-bye.
No?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't have a lot to think of because I just thought of that point. But yeah, there's a lot of stupid names that way. And of course, you have your slime pal Helix, who always talks with the goos and the slime rhyming, and yeah.
I like Helix, and I only know him from that Twitter account.
Yeah. One of the hero characters, one of the main characters is Doric, who's the king, big burly king, Doric. So I wanted to, see if he dies in the story or something, and I could tweet, alas, poor Doric, I goo him well.
Oh, God. Wait, isn't that the king from DQ1? No, that's Lorik.
Yeah, no, this is Doric.
And in Japanese, he's just King Radutome.
Mm-hmm.
I got DQ trivia for days, folks.
Of course you do. There's other Dragon Quest trappings, like after every level you beat, it does... So...
Great.
It's like every mission is a 10 and 10 episode.
Oh, good!
Pretty much. Okay. I think I've said everything I need to say now, or could say.
Maybe I should do Heroes in 10.
Yeah. Well, then you have conflict with the NBC show.
Muso in Foe.
Yeah, better. Keep going. No, I'm kidding. Don't keep going, please.
Contempt of court.
No.
I love being hairless.
Oh, God.
I love being hairless.
Well, it sounds like you're enjoying the game.
I think it's good because it's a much better action-focused Dragon Quest game than the fucking Swords. The Swords one, for
Oh, my
me.
God. Yeah.
Like, this is at least a real game where you can jump in there and whack shit around. And it's fun
Dragon
regardless.
Quest Swords, which sort of had, this dumb anime thing where...
I'm sorry, excuse me, Dragon Quest S-Words.
Thank you. Every character is named after a kind of sword. Did you know that?
Was that true? God,
Yep.
I forgot completely.
Pretty great.
I don't remember that, yeah. I played through it as well. I don't remember anything about the names. Jesus Christ. I hope you got what you wanted, Alex. Yeah, that was a piece of crap.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably end up getting DQ Heroes eventually.
Yeah. I mean, you could always get the limited edition, which is $64.99, and you get all the slime weapons. I only bought the regular edition, and I got the Golden Axe, which is apparently for Yangus, who I don't have yet. So
Fun.
Yeah. Speaking of Dragon Quest Swords, ironically, there was a crappy Samurai Warriors game for Wii that was much the same thing, like a first-person sword game.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. That didn't work.
No.
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 No. Hey, yes, I gave it a C on 1UP. Dragon Quest Swords.
See, there's... Yeah, see. So the slime weapons, those are probably, decent starting weapons, right?
I guess so.
Do they have any other use, that's going to justify spending $5?
No. I assure you no.
Okay. Because, DQ8, I think every copy... Well, supposedly it was pre-orders, but I guess it was just the first run batch of the game. Came with a download code for a tarnished Lotos sword that you could get in-game. And then later you could put it in the alchemy pot and get the true Lotos sword. And then throw that in the alchemy pot with a metal... liquid metal sword and make, I think, a metal king sword? Yeah. Oh, no. That was...
boy.
Yeah. Well, anyway. No, yeah,
Once
Lotus.
again, you've made it all about you.
The point is, that's what I do. The point is, it still wasn't the best sword in the game. I mean, you could use it to get the second best sword in the game, but the best sword in the game you still got from the Dragovian trial. So, like, in the end, it did not have that much of an impact. And I don't want. I'm concerned those slime weapons are kind of the same way, where it's like, here are some cute, semi-strong starting weapons that are going to be obsolete within 5 levels.
Mm-hmm.
That's my concern.
Oh, yeah, they were named after swords.
Yeah.
Claymore.
Jesus Christ.
Anless. And,
Thank
of
you.
course, Fleurette.
Yay!
She was hot. Anyway.
Whoa.
Really
Is that
good
the
thing
goth
about
chick?
that game. Kind of goth, yeah.
There we go. Just vaguely
but-
French.
The platinum-haired goth chick.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, I guess that does it for...
We did it, everyone.
We did it.
All right. Rap party is at Bennigan's. Where the reservation is under...
I love being hairless.
It's under Al Fraulo, because they misheard my name, but I can't change it.
Al Fleurette.
Al Fleurette!
Well, no, you want to take a break or just roll on? You know,
I
let's
think
do a
we'd better-
marathon episode.
let's-
How about
Raymond,
it? You're
shut
feeling
up.
wide
See,
awake.
you
You're
ask-
ready to go.
You ask
Let's
why
power
I
through
don't.
it.
You ask why I don't chime in with anything. It's because sometimes you don't fucking stop talking.
I'm just trying to keep the show going.
Don't.
Just trying to keep the show going.
Let's take a break.
Just trying to...
Like a dog down on the cards, square in the spotlight, sweating real hard. All soaked in blood, like a newborn babe, sharp thing hidden in my hand, shaped like an astrolabe. Gonna stick you in the eye with a foreign object. Gonna poke
Folks,
you
we're
in the
back. It's No More Whoppers. Once again, I'm Ray, and still, for the 900th time, that is Alex.
Hello, public sector.
Let's go for 901.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh,
What?
Do you have any Mortal Kombat stuff?
got trilogy.
No, but I think we're going to talk about Metal Gear, right?
Yes, it's called. Check it out. It's called MGSV TPP,
No spoilers.
which is short for Metal Gear Solid 5, the PP.
Yes.
Yeah.
El Pano Phantomo.
There you. Wow. Habla españolo.
El Playa Wadoko Deska.
It's La Playa.
What?
It's a feminine noun. It's not a masculine noun.
Como?
Chocobo. I used to think it was pronounced Chocobo when I was a kid.
And I used to thought it was Kokobo.
Yeah, Brad thought it was Kookaboo.
Okay, well, he...
Which is weird. It's like, hang on. Are you
Well-
illiterate? Do you know how letters work? Not Brad. I'm talking to you.
Brad wins the shithead competition.
He could never take down the reigning champion.
Who?
You.
Oh, that hurts.
All right.
Now I don't even want to do the show now.
Oh, come on.
Why don't you talk about your fucking snake?
Okay. Whoa, hey.
Whoa, hey,
Whoa.
whoa.
No!
That's not a phantom pain.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is the 5th installment of the Metal Gear Solid series from famed creator Hideo Kojima.
Snake is back in an all-new adventure. Well, those dastardly other military guys are at it again.
Yeah, the what's it called? The Mad Gear Gang is at it again. You control, what is it, Snake, as he sneaks through environments trying to put a stop to the baddies.
Mike Hagar, codename Snake.
You can use a variety of weapons, from guns to other guns.
I hope this is the whole segment. I just want to hear the game like this.
Oh, okay.
This is all you say about this game. It'd be great.
State-of-the-art motion capture technology.
High definition graphics.
High definition graphics, 16-bit sound.
Straight from the arcade.
All packed into a 52 mega cartridge.
Wow.
Retails for $80.
Mega Shock Neo Geo.
Play online. Take your base online and have 15-year-olds steal all your talented personnel.
Now you're reminding me of that old Star Fox GameCube trailer.
What's that?
It was like the super beta version from E3. Falco joins the adventure.
Oh, God.
Landmaster. Multiplayer action.
Communication barriers have been eradicated entirely. Choose from a pre-chosen auto-translate words. Collaborate. That's all I remember.
And it's here in Neo Kobe, where our story begins.
Anyway, Snake.
Snake is known as a junker.
Oh, God. Wrong game.
Quick, what does junker mean in Japanese? The acronym.
Gee, Uncle.
Okay, no.
Take the people out of the oven!
Maybe we'll come back to that.
Okay. Anyway, want to talk about Metal Gear?
We haven't already?
No.
I'm already sold. Tell me more.
Here's the thing. It took me probably about 10 to 15 hours to actually get used to the controls.
Yes. New video games stymie Alex once again.
Yeah. Even Metal Gear Solid 4 still controlled much like the first three.
Yeah. Hold on. Before we go any further, I need to ask you right up top. What really attracted you to it this time? Because you've said on the show before, you'd think realistic-looking video games are a bit too much for you to deal with.
Yes.
And you
No. Not realistic necessarily. What I mean is anything with that is like huge resolution, and I'll get into this in detail later. I don't have a problem with realistic graphics.
Photorealism.
Photorealistic, yeah. And I think if I'm going to play a game with photorealistic graphics, I mean, as close as we can get them, as close as we can say that, then I'd like it to be something like Metal Gear Solid 5 that is supposed to be set in the real world, and includes many characters from the series past. So in answer to your question, the reason I want to play this game is because I love the character of Big Boss and all the characters that surround him, and I'm in it for the story. Because Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater is my favorite Metal Gear Solid. So, hey Alex, here's the continuation of that character's story on the PS4. I'll buy that shit.
Yeah, but you could have played Peace Walker too.
What?
Just saying.
Well, here's one of the reasons that I didn't get any sleep 2 nights ago is because I was on Wikipedia for an hour and a half just reading about all the story that I missed that's in Peace Walker and all that.
To be honest, you probably didn't miss much.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. Here's what I took away from the Wikipedia article. Peace Walker has a character named Hot Coldman.
Yes.
And a character named Pacifica Ocean. So right there, I'm like, fuck this.
It's basically like Guilty Gear.
I can only take so much Japanese in my video games.
Bad Guy versus Hot Coldman.
Yeah, yes. I can only take so much of that Japanese naming scheme bullshit before I'm like, all right.
Yes, it's like, I don't know. he's trying to serve it up as as a code name, but that's not even a good code name. Like,
yeah,
we have enough trouble trying to parse Big Boss as like a code name that would actually be used in the military in America.
That's the other thing. Like, I've been playing this series since Solid came out. I never played Metal Gear on the NES. I played it later on like collections and whatever.
Sure.
But my first game was Metal Gear Solid. And I've been hearing the name Big Boss since 1998, so to me it does sound like a natural name. But I imagine somebody coming into this series blind, like, what a fucking stupid name.
Yeah. Oh no, I remember distinctly, like, because I lived in, because I went to a private school. Sometimes I'd bring a system into like the stage room and just play something at lunch. So I'd play through the beginning of Metal Gear Solid, and my my English teacher. Maurice, who was kind of a mentor to me, nonetheless, it was just very sarcastic and did not like anything that I would bring in. He didn't like Mystery Science Theater. He definitely joked too much at Metal Gear Solid, which I sort of get. Like, even back then, I was like, okay, yeah, the voice acting's, a little bit cheesy, obviously, but I think they're going for something that might be a little bit purposely cheesy. That was my defense, anyway.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, I went through that, like, at the beginning. It's like trying to get people to take it seriously. It's like, okay, it's not helping itself sometimes. So, yeah. Revolver what?
Ocelot!
By the way, Hot Coldman, you mean the host of Comedy Bang Bang?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Well, I am enjoying Metal Gear Solid 5 after kind of a slow start. I tweeted, like, it took me 3 hours and a bunch of deaths to beat the first mission, and people were like, the hospital mission, but that's a tutorial. I'm talking about the first actual mission, you fucking idiots. Not the one where you're crawling on the ground and you can't really die and you restart immediately. I'm talking about the first actual deployed mission in Afghanistan.
All right.
Because people have said this about the game too.
I didn't comment.
People have said this about the game too, and I find it to be true. And it's kind of weird. The game gets a lot easier as you go along because you start out with just your silenced handgun and nothing else. And so you start off, and there's all these missions available to you, and it's like, do this thing, and I'm like, with just the gun, with just this, what? But as you rescue guys, and as you subdue and kidnap guys, and they join your forces.
Well, you're rescuing them from the horrors of the wrong side.
Right.
They've chose the wrong path. You need to set them right.
Right. The Chozo.
Strapping a balloon to them.
Right. So you have them just develop new weapons and items for you, and the game gets incrementally easier, which is kind of fun.
Yeah,
it's a weird way of doling out power to the player over time, which is kind of nice.
Can you make a pizza shooter?
Yes.
Oh, great. Can you make the party wagon?
Yes. Can
you make the turtle blimp?
No.
Oh, fuck.
You can make the Technodrome.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yay!
Oh man, Imagine this game if it was just the Shredder. If it was the Shredder and Krang in the Metal Gear game, yeah.
Instead of Big Boss and Ocelot.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's the other thing. I also am interested in the character of Ocelot. I think he's kind of an interesting character because
he's been through it all,
right? I mean, disregarding
we've watched him grow up all these years.
Disregarding Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4.
Yes.
Where he's got Liquid's arm for some reason.
Right, talking arm syndrome.
Yeah, I like to imagine that the series just ended after the first Metal Gear Solid. I mean chronologically, 3 is still my favorite. But yeah, I thought Kid Ocelot in 3 was kind of a fun character, and then you've got him here he's kind of coming up on middle-aged. He's not as gruff as he's gonna be, but he's still kind of like battle worn. He's kind of an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
sounds good.
It's fun.
I'm gonna play it one of these days.
You better. Now here's the thing. I want to do some story speculation. Obviously, I haven't finished the game.
Okay, I'll leave if that's okay.
No, I know. I'm not going to spoil anything.
No, please, go ahead.
Raymond.
I'll just go get a burger.
Ray, sit down.
Okay, well. All right.
Dear Nikki. Right.
Yeah, okay.
You still
fine.
here?
What's your plan?
Well, I'm only on... Okay, here's the thing. I'm only up to Mission 11, so if you're not past Mission 11, I don't know, or maybe you don't care about spoilers.
I'm still at 0.
Well,
I
not
kind
you.
of care.
Talking to the audience!
Well, I don't need to...
I'm right. These are not big spoilers.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
All right.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm not going to talk that much about the plot. I'm just talking about what I think is going to happen. Because here's the thing. When Metal Gear Solid 3 was first announced, and they first showed that trailer, was that E3 2004-ish? Sure.
Yeah.
No, 3. Might have been 3.
Yeah. 3 or 4.
Yeah. Now, the trailer showed Snake with an eye patch and Snake without an eye patch. And my first theory was, oh, shit. Kojima is splitting this game into 2 different time periods. One is Big Boss coming up in the world. And then I thought, my theory was the second half of the game would be a retelling of the original Metal Gear.
Yeah, I remember this theory.
Yeah, like you start out as Big Boss, and then the second half of the game, you are Solid Snake taking down Big Boss, which I thought would have been a cool game.
Yeah,
and
would have been.
I'm kind of hoping that happens in this game, and I feel like it's stupid to be saying this in a forum where people on Twitter can just be like, no, you idiot, that doesn't happen, or good guess, that does happen, because I don't want to know either way. I want to be surprised.
Alex. Here's a YouTube link to the ending. Oh, it's auto-playing.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's at full volume.
No!
Don't do that to Alex.
No.
Or me, for that matter.
But I think it would be really, really cool if that's how this game ends, is if it just turns into like a kind of an abridged remake of the original Metal Gear.
Because and then it turns all 8-bit and you play the MSX
shut
version.
Up! Because chronologically, that's where the story is going. See, I had another thing to say, and you ruined my train of thought.
Well, I got the last end, yes, because that's chronologically where the game is headed.
Thank you. Well, yeah, but then I forgot what I was going to say after that. Oh, yeah. Something else I do like about the game is it is kind of the story of Big Boss meeting like the original Foxhound unit that you took down in the first Metal Gear Solid.
Word up. Which
is really cool. Obviously, Ocelot's there. I think I've already run into Kid Mantis because like in the very first mission of the game, you find a red-haired floating kid in a gas mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
I don't know, it could be anybody.
I mentioned that to somebody in the bar. He was like, I knew Mantis was a ginger.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Kind of looking forward to that. Kind of, getting the gang together.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'm a sucker for a prequel like this when it's done right.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying?
Well, they spent enough years and money on it, so
yeah. See.
And probably not getting another good one, so...
No. Oh, God, no. Yeah, what's Kojima doing? Like, he's just on his own now.
Well, I think he's still technically an employee until, like, December. If I remember
that
right.
is going to be the most awkward Christmas party ever.
It's already been awkward. I think it's been, like, 5 months of awkward. I think he's basically probably just chilling out in his Aeron chair right now.
So there's nothing they can do with Silent Hills?
Apparently not. That's all done.
Here's a game idea for Sony or Konami, whoever wants to do it. Guillermo del Toro Tokyujutsu.
Okay, yep. That was meant for me, and I still don't like it.
I hate you.
Did I tell you I'm Italian?
Yeah, you did. Now, the thing about the game...
I know something to break the ice.
Dragon Quest poetry.
I never, ever thought I would say this about a Metal Gear Solid game, but I wish there were more cutscenes. There's just not enough.
Shit. Yeah.
It's...
plenty of tapes.
I know, and I like the tapes. It gives you, like, info, it gives you backstory, but it's like, okay, I just bought a fucking PS4. I want to see beautifully rendered cutscenes in my Metal Gear Solid game. That's what I'm playing it for.
Yeah. Just have sex with my eyes already.
Right? I mean, Quiet kind of did that. I just got
Suck
to
my eyes' dicks.
Jesus Christ. I just got to the part where Quiet is encountered. There's a very impressive cutscene afterwards where she takes down a plane. And I'm like, see, this is cool. I want to see more cutscenes like this.
Yeah. Maybe it's a comment by Kojima saying, all we do now is listen to podcasts while we play video games, and we don't even like cutscenes anymore. So he's saying, listen, I'll make the cutscenes basically like a podcast, and you can listen to that while you play. Right? Makes perfect sense.
No.
Also, Snake's really dead.
No!
That's my theory.
Oh, no. Well, that's all I got so far.
Okay. Does it have any stupid names like Dragon Quest Heroes?
What do you mean?
I was half joking. To have any names of guys?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
You?
It's called Metal Gear Solid 5: The World Trees Woe and the Blight Below.
I wish.
Well, no, like all the people that you recruit to your army have like a code name, like Hungry Buzzard or Copper Mantis. No, I guess I don't know.
Cold Hot Man.
Yes, Cold Hot Man.
Mega Man 11.
Mozzarella Panini.
Man.
Oh yeah, Charge Man. They just got him.
That's Italian.
Man.
Dust Man.
Alex Fraioli.
Man. It's Italian.
Michael Bay Des.
I got that guy.
All right, great. By the way, I think I'm gonna have to be obligated to play through Dragon Quest Heroes because I still want to see. I mean, it's all fantasy, but I still want someone to put in there. I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, I hope somebody did.
Come on, it's still a mystery as far as I'm concerned. But I swear to God, if you or someone you know is working on a Dragon Quest localization, we need some utterance of "I'm asking you."
Right.
In somewhere in that game.
And if you're doing the localization, you know exactly where that goes. Anytime anybody uses Tanomuyo or any variant of that.
Sure.
I'm asking you.
That'd be great. I'm not picky necessarily. It doesn't matter where it is for me.
I'm Banjo.
But yeah, if you can do it in its intended phrase, yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
Or do it in Metal Gear. No, wait, the game's already out.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. How unfun does the online mode sound?
I have not heard much about it, really.
Oh my God.
Is it... What? Is it, like, different from before?
Well, dig this. As far as I know, you're basically infiltrating other people's bases and trying to steal their personnel.
Oh, great. It's kind of like Dark Souls.
Sure. So, yeah, and when you have a personnel stolen, I mean, this is like Pogs. You play for keeps. Right?
Yeah.
And then Konami offers the option of paying a monthly fee, I believe, as base insurance, so that you don't actually lose your guys.
So yeah.
And I don't really understand, I guess. There must be something more to this than just that, because that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure... That kind of shit is made for people who they know are going to be obsessed with it. And every sort of online game is going to have the people who are the obsessed potential whales who will go for that shit. I think the average Joe, like you and me, or a notch up from that, will just be content with the main gameplay and not really, freak out if they lose something permanently. In an online mode that's meant to be sort of persistent, I suppose, to begin with.
I don't know. I have no interest in playing an action sort of game online.
Is that truly it, though, as far as it's just about trying to steal guys from another base?
There is. But even just that, I mean, even if there is more...
It sounds cool. I like the idea of like a prison break.
No. I mean...
I'm not saying it's literally that. I'm just... Something where you're trying to, like, rescue a dude, extract a dude from, like, a big facility.
Well, there's a lot of that in the game.
Huh. Maybe they could do it on, like, an oil tanker off, like, New York or something?
No, Ray? No.
Okay.
No.
Might be a good idea.
There's a lot of prisoner extraction missions in MGS5, which are kind of fun, you know. I kind of like that each individual mission kind of feels like the beginning of its own little self-contained Metal Gear game where, like, you're inserted into enemy territory by yourself or with a horse or dog, and you just kind of have to sneak into the camp, you know, do your thing, and get
Peace
out.
Walker was like that, I think, mostly because it was a portable game as well, and you could just do these bite-sized missions.
Yeah.
So on and so forth until you're basically at the end of the game.
I like the fact that the missions, because there's so many missions, it does spice things up. You've got different objectives all the time. Yeah. On the other hand, I kind of prefer the classic Metal Gear format, which was just, you know, start at the beginning, go to the end, million cutscenes along the way. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah,
and this
that's our
way,
generation.
it feels like I'm getting like 98% sneaking missions and then 2% cutscenes, which is kind of out of whack for me. Yeah, because I want to see more.
Yeah, that's our generation, though.
I guess.
I think we still appreciate linearity. And I know I've said it before. I need a game to be finite in some way. I'm not going to play Hearthstone forever and ever.
No.
Like, I can't keep up with that. I need an ending of some sort, so that's just my generation. And now everything's, you know, open world and still, you know, going on forever as an online game or something. And you just, you know, give things a little bit of money here and there to build up your progress, basically, and that's not...
I do like that in MGS5 you can find...
I don't like all the choices, is what I'm saying.
Cassette tapes, like music, like hits from the 80s to listen to on your Walkman as you're playing, which is kind of neat. Like, I've already found, obviously, David Bowie, Hall & Oates, Aha.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of a neat thing.
Super sounds of the 70s?
And yes, and this is weird, but... like, I think when you're in Mother Base, I think the speakers play a random song that you have. And one of the songs that was playing last time I was walking around was the theme from Snake Eater. So,
yes.
like, canonically, in this universe, they wrote a song about this covert sneaking mission.
Well, that's debatable.
Well, why else would it be there?
Because they're fucking around.
Bullcrap! I guess. Okay, I get that. I like fucking around.
They put the fucking J-pop in MGS4.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's that J-pop song.
Well, no, I hate that game even more.
I made a funny video about it back in the day.
Thank you.
And why not? Stretching my video editing skills.
I think that 2 and 4 are still kind of fun to play through, but I think that, like, plot-wise, they're just hot garbage.
I think we're all pretty much reserved to that fact.
It's just nonsense from start to finish, both of them.
Yeah, but also so is Evangelion. And you like that.
Yeah, but I saw that when I was 14, so I love
that, yes. And when did you first play Metal Gear Solid?
1998.
Right.
I was 15.
15, 16.
I recorded
13 going on 30.
I recorded all of the cutscenes onto 2 VHS tapes and then started to transcribe the script.
Well, you didn't, okay.
What?
You didn't need to do that.
True Alfact.
I mean, there's a mode where you can just watch the cutscenes.
No, that's how I recorded them.
But you don't have to, I mean, they're already recorded on your save.
I wanted them on video cassettes.
Why?
To watch anytime I wanted.
But you could also do that just by loading the PlayStation, though.
What?
Would you have a VHS TV combo in the car?
No, I had one in my room, though.
But was that the PlayStation TV? Did you have that on there, I mean?
No.
Okay. Is that the one you... Okay, Jesus Christ. So basically that was your idea of, like, kicking back with Netflix.
Yes. Yeah, Netflix and
TV
chill.
in the bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, I do my Netflix and chill with Solid Snake.
Let's stop you right there.
He does Netflix and kill.
That's like the title of a Lifetime movie.
Did I tell you about my sister made up a game called Lifetime Balderdash?
No.
Okay. It is the greatest movie. My sister made up a game that we play during the holidays called Lifetime Balderdash, where she gives the name of an actual Lifetime movie, and then everybody at the table has to write down a fake description of what they think it is based on that title. And then they all put them in a bowl, and she puts the real one in there, and then she reads them all, and you try to guess which one is the real one. And if you vote for anybody else's, they get a point.
Yeah.
And it's the best.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a good source of entertainment for the whole family.
My sister also introduced the holiday tradition of watching and just making fun of home shopping with all our siblings. Like, we'll just get together and put on the Home Shopping Network and just make fun of shit for an hour. It's great. It's a great way to pass the time.
Only 1 hour?
Oh, several.
Okay.
All right. Waiting for that pumpkin pie.
Do you hear about that Lifetime movie with Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig?
No.
They made a Lifetime movie, but they apparently did play it straight.
Oh, wow.
Completely straight. But it's just, it's Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig.
Interesting.
But it's not like people take those movies very seriously to begin with, so I guess that was their whole conceit.
Ugh.
I don't think so.
No.
You want to take a quick break?
Sure, just a quick one.
Just a quick one, and we're going to come
Netflix and
back.
chill?
Oh, God. No, I've only known you for 14 years.
That old excuse.
Let's take it slow.
We'll be back. Folks are back as No More Whoppers. I'm Ray, that's Alec.
Hi.
You know, speaking of movies...
Did you see a film?
No, I saw a trailer for a film that's coming out.
What trailer did you see?
It's just called Truth.
Okay.
But it's about the time Dan Rather resigned because there was a controversy about some story that was mostly bunk that was on 60 Minutes 2. So it's basically like a spiritual sequel to The Insider, which was also about 60 Minutes.
Oh, God.
And I like that movie quite a bit. But so this has a much more star-studded cast, I think, as far as I'm concerned. Robert Redford plays Dan Rather.
What?
Topher Grace is some guy.
What?
Kate Blanchett is the woman who fucked it all up.
What?
And, yeah. Anyway, the trailer was out, and
what? Oh.
I saw that. And I was like, wow, another movie about some crap with CBS News. It's amazing. Now I kind of have to see it. It's like it's like making a box set.
So wait, what happened to Dan Rather? He got fired from that? Or he resigned?
There was this big controversy about a story how they were claiming that George W. Bush didn't serve in the Army. You not served.
Right, yeah.
But the documents that they were given were allegedly forged, just completely made up as just a way to get publicity or something. So there was a big firestorm about that. The producer lady got fired, and so on and so forth. So it's about that. This was 10 years ago. Or 2004. So even a few more years.
Okay.
When that all happened. So a couple months after that, Dan Rather, who was I guess doing the segment on 60 Minutes, then just resigned from his post on the evening news and just left CBS. He came back, of course, on a different network.
He had to find a new address.
Yes, he did.
Great.
Yes, he definitely did.
All right, can I say something?
Yeah. I'm done.
I remember in high school we watched Robert Redford in The Great Gatsby from 100 years ago.
Yes.
And I remember more recently watching Robert Redford in The Great Captain America Winter Soldier where he's like Senator old man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how old was Rather when this was going down? Because Redford looks pretty aged right now.
Yeah, let's look at the old internet. Can I get some internet music?
Oh, shit. Yeah, hang on a sec.
This chocolate is fucking delicious.
Do you need more?
Yeah, because the computer's too slow.
Oh, God. Yeah, update your internet ROM. Wait, I'm looking for music.
No, I deleted after 24 hours. I'll tell you this. Alex. Alex. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Hi.
Robert Redford is currently 79.
Good God.
Born in 1936. Dan Rather was born in 1931.
What?
He's currently 83.
Wow, I did not realize he was that old.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
They're all pretty old. Yeah. Right.
Do you think he has a lot of bumper stickers like, I'd rather be fishing, but he underlines rather?
My other car is a Rather. No, wait, no.
And he asks his kids to only celebrate Rather's Day instead of Father's Day. He's got to be a grand rather by now, right?
No, Rother's Day.
Rother's Day. He's probably a great grand rather.
Hate this. Is that the new Fan Fun thing?
Yes.
Should we jump into Fan Fun?
You know what? Wait. Yeah. All right. I'll save my bar talk for the post game.
I prefer it right now.
Why?
I like it that way. That's the way. I like it.
Well, no, we've already teased Fan Fun. We have to do it.
No, we don't. We're going to do it anyway, right? So, Alex, are you there?
Power play.
I'm dying for a piece of good old New York pizza.
Oh, wow, that's terrifying at high speed.
Is that one of your Metal Gear songs?
Let me try that again. Power play. Time for Fan Fun. That's where we have fun. Give us money. We'll give you something. Then you send us stories of nerd stuff. I married a Dreamcast. I went to school and wait, this is not the Over Nerds theme, but it encompasses Over Nerds. This is my monologue break in the song. Thanks a lot, everybody. All right. That was a whole lot of nothing. Great. You know, the first time we played that, do you hear now that at the end that it's saying F-A-N-F-U-N?
Yeah, I always knew that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought I heard you say it sounded like screeching noises. And you thought they were taken from me.
I think you're projecting.
No, listen back to the first time I heard that.
No, not that. No, not screeching.
How about let's do this.
The bits that go.
That. Oh, that's entirely possible. Well, but let's do this. How about I project my fist onto your face?
I'd prefer not. Oh, you already did. Oh, yes and.
I like Delta.
All right. Raymond, Facebook likes, we'll get to those next time, but we do have 5 donors.
Okay, great. Yeah.
And,
who's on the docket?
First up is a Mike Wasson.
Oh, boy. I mean, great. All right. Mike, you're up again. Yeah. You ready for this bullshit?
Hey, whoa.
Huh?
Wait, just say go.
Go.
Thanks, Mike. We love your monthly donations as usual. You know, Wasson backwards is no saw, which is how I like to think of Big Boss, right? Nobody saw him. because he's real stealthy. There are other aspects. Great. Let's just keep going.
It's gonna give me phlegm. Who's next?
Nicholas.
Nick? What? No last name?
What do you think it is?
Nickleby.
Yes. Nicholas Nickleby. Basil or Basil, we still don't have confirmation on that.
No, we don't. Is he going to just let us know or what?
Or Basil.
I mean, he's already a fixture of this fucking show. You can
That's
let us know
true.
how your name's pronounced.
Yeah. Give me the go.
Get it in gear. Excuse me. Go.
Thanks, Nicholas. I'll get it into gear. Metal Gear. I drew fan art of Nicholas piloting a Metal Gear Rex. It sold for $300 on the market. I'm using the money.
Well,
to
we'll never
buy-
know what you're using the money for. That's
nope.
too bad.
It's a mystery. And neither will the IRS.
No.
Next
Hey.
up.
Put it in my mother base.
Red Lobsterburger.
Red Lobsterburger?
Red Lobster, yes, another Comedy Bang Bang staple. Red Lobsterburger.
If he goes on that show with that name, I'd love him forever.
That would be the greatest.
All right, please go.
All right, thanks, Rhett. I call him Revolver Ossaret. Because he's...
Oh, and next. Please.
Hal Mackins.
Hal Mackins, go.
I call him Hal Snakins because he's real good at snaking around like solid... Well, we'll never know.
I feel kind of bad that this is like our biggest laughs on the show.
Well, I think people like their names to be used in this way.
Yeah. Anyway, finally?
Finally is a Tobias Priuk.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Yo.
Thanks. He says, Purpose, that's not how you pronounce my last name. Try Prioik. Thanks, Prioik Priuk. Great.
Well. The saga continues with that.
Yes.
Thanks for
The
fan
saga
fun.
concludes.
Thanks, everybody, for donating, of course.
Right?
We'll use that money for something, some way, someday.
Directly into my mouth.
Yeah. Besides, that, you could just send me to Japan.
Well, we use it for hosting. We use it for office parties.
Mm-hmm. We don't have an office, though.
Right? Well, not anymore. Right?
Or do you call the bar the office?
Big Boss snuck into our base and stole our office. He just ballooned it right out of it. We managed
starting to
to
sound like
salvage.
Katamari Damacy.
We managed to salvage the copier because it fell out the window as it was floating away. Yeah, it's kind of chipped on one side and it can't copy colors anymore, but we still use it for black and white stuff. Thank you, everybody, for donating to your favorite No More Whoppers.
Yes, indeed.
And speaking of...
wait, you know who else thanks you?
Who?
The Mario Brothers.
Right, they do. God, I got into a thing with a customer the other day who's like...
A thing?
Yeah, he insisted... He's like, their last name is Mario, so technically he's Mario.
Okay. Right, yeah.
That's not true, though.
Big fan of the movie, are you?
Yeah, that's what I said. Miyamoto, specifically dispelled that. And I'm like, who are you going to trust? The creator or the fucking movie?
Did you... Oh, God, this reminds me of that thing that popped up, I think, earlier in the year, where someone took a picture of, an old Nintendo of America, best practices guidebook, or, style guide or something, where it revealed that Yoshi's full name was T. Yoshi Soar Muncha Koopas.
No, stop. No.
And people were like, what? Oh, man, mind blown. And it's like, no, it's not actually real. It was just some lady probably just thought it up to put in the book.
It's
not going to be used anywhere, ever. So,
it's like when people pull out that nugget of Yoshi's original name was Yasi. No, it's pronounced exactly the same way in Japanese. It's just
where do you hear this shit? I've never seen that.
What? I see that all the time. I see that I see that every so often in a video game facts mind equals blown thread, where it's like there's
what the fuck are you looking at?
No, I mean it shows up in Nintendo.
Please name names.
It shows up in early Nintendo design documents where they didn't quite know how to Romanize Yoshi at the time, so they wrote it Yossy.
Yeah, I know that. I know that happens. I'm saying, where do you see it? What forum or whatever you're looking at?
Idiots. Idiots.com.
Seems a bit too on the nose.
Mostly NeoGAF.
Really? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of gold subscribers, 2 of them came to the bar this past week. Can you
Yeah, were
believe
these
it?
the ones that skipped out on their tab?
No.
Can you tell that story?
I've got several bar stories.
Did that end, by the way?
What's that?
The guys who skipped out on their tab, but one guy left his wallet?
Oh, yeah, let's start with that then. Yeah,
Yeah.
these 2 drunk-ass Japanese dudes came in,
People like that tweet. But
and they each ordered 1 drink, quickly drank half of it, and then just bolted. After they left, I found a wallet. He left his wallet on the seat.
okay.
And I just picked it up like, well, is this belong to anybody? Nope. Well, let's open it up, see what the ID is. Oh, it's a Japanese dude who didn't pay for anything.
No.
So I shamelessly just checked the wallet to see if there was cash inside. because it's not unheard of for people to leave a fake wallet. It's like Brad told me about this. It's like a weird like dine and dash trick. Yeah, leave like a fake wallet and like half a pack of smokes, and they'll wait for you to come back, and you can get a clean getaway.
And they'll wait for you to come back.
Well, because if you leave a wallet and if you leave things at the table, they'll think, oh, like they're in the bathroom or something.
Okay.
And
okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
that gives you time to like get out of there.
I was
So I
not
opened
thinking
it up.
in that realm.
There was 10,000 yen in the wallet. Their tab was only like 1,400 yen.
Okay, well,
So I'm like, I'm going to hold on to this until they get here.
that's just like 2 drinks, right?
Yeah, they came back about 2.5 hours later, very sheepishly poked their head through the door. Hi. Sorry. I think I forgot my wallet.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yeah, you also forgot to pay.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I guess we did, huh? So they paid for those 2 drinks, and then they bought 2 more drinks, cash up front this time.
Yes.
And then they drank those and left. And that was about it. That's pretty much the whole story.
That's that Japanese hospitality you hear so much about.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You do get a lot of... There's selfish assholes in every country, and you get them every so often.
Yeah.
But no, that night was weird because it was the first time we had an honest-to-goodness, like, fight in the bar.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Getting busy in the octagon.
Yes. It was 2 dudes who were, like, extremely bro.
2 crude dudes.
Yes. And these are actually 2 guys that I had met maybe 6 or 7 years ago when I was a regular at the Coopers.
Oh, no.
I knew them from a long time ago, but they didn't know each other.
Okay.
And
sounds like a real meet cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that like they started like going for each other, and customers were holding them back. And I just shout, "Take it outside! Go outside! Don't do this here! Don't knock the Nintendo over! Take this shit outside!" So they took it outside, and I said, "Boy, wouldn't it be hilarious if we poked our heads out the door and they were just sucking each other off like there's no tomorrow?"
Yes.
I think that'd be hilarious. Anyway,
let me get my phone just in case. Shit, I left the flash on.
No. So they took it outside. One guy punched the other guy in the nose. He started bleeding, and then just crawled for a taxi. Not crawled for a taxi.
Right, yeah. Classic nose punch.
Yeah, and the guy who punched him came back in and, like, apologized for a long time, and then bought me a shot, and then apologized some more. And he actually came by the next day to apologize again, because he felt really bad about it. And then the other guy left without paying his tab, which was 3,000 yen. Mm-hmm. He went from drinking to street to taxi. No time to actually come back in and pay. Yeah. Has not come back in, has not contacted me, has not apologized, has not offered to repay his tab.
Yeah, probably just fled the country.
Because get this, he owns a restaurant across town.
Okay.
So
it was across the street.
This has got to be great publicity for him.
Yeah.
because I'm now telling all my customers, you know that restaurant Sienna across town? Yeah. The owner came in, got in a fight, and didn't pay.
Yeah.
And people are like, what a fucking asshole. So
well, you could have the person who goes, oh, I gotta see this.
That's going to persist.
And then leaves your bar immediately to go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
That could happen.
No. That my bad mouthing of that place is going to persist until he comes back and pays his tab.
This is so. Your stories are getting very beautiful. It's just like old fashioned, like just society.
Yeah,
just like the old fashioned village, and just the people and the things that happen within it.
It's great. It's a nice tight knit community.
Yeah.
Now I was angry in such a way that I've not been before at two idiots starting a fight in my bar that for a moment
Is it a new story or the same story?
Same story.
Okay.
I channeled my dad for a little bit when the first guy came back in to apologize, and I just shouted at him, "Don't be sorry, just don't do it."
That is so Alex.
No, that's so Paul. Because he used to say that a lot.
Well, now it's Alex.
Well, yes, now it's me.
Yeah. That's a good phrase.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. It's not a sports car. It's not a sports car. It's just not. It's not a sports bar, for fuck's sake.
Warriors of Gar.
For Breath of Fire 3? Love that guy. He was a guardian.
Yeah.
He used a spear.
Okay, keep going.
Beat the Flams. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. See, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, that was your fault this time.
I started thinking about Gar.
You never got so angry before.
Yes. Well, hang on.
You said, "Don't be sorry, just don't do it."
What was it? Yeah, but the guy's shirt pocket got ripped off in the fight. The guy who actually came back to apologize, and I found it on the floor. So I think what I want to do is just frame that and hang it up the wall with a plaque that just says "Don't."
Yeah,
that's what I'd like to do.
That'd be good,
right?
Or just the full phrase: "Don't be sorry, just don't do it."
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and credit it to your dad.
Yeah, my dad has a lot of quotes from when he was at his job before he retired. Like, I think when he retired, they gave him I forget what it was. It's something hanging on the wall in our basement, but they just took a collection of famous quotes of his from around the company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and one of them was, "I could strangle you right here and now, and no court in the land would convict me."
Okay, right. That's a classic.
Apparently at a subordinate who had done wrong.
Okay.
Which is, and I would love to see this shit, because I only know my dad as the nicest guy.
Right. Well,
so
that's been used before.
I know,
and
but
I feel how serious was he really?
Well, I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
There was another one.
I mean, you say your dad is nice, but have you ever seen him be screaming angry?
At
you or others?
Not in the past 20 years.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, 95. That was probably when you stopped being such a dick shit. Anyway.
Right. That's when I discovered Secret of Evermore. Yeah, sure.
And that set me on the right path.
Right. I finally found God thanks to Secret of Evermore.
You found alchemy through that game.
God, that was awful, wasn't it?
Yes.
So that was that. That's something I hope doesn't happen again.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
back to what I was saying before. What were you going to say?
No, I mean, it's just crazy that people. It's a tiny ass bar. Why are you even getting mad at people? There's no space for that.
Here's the thing. Since I've opened a video game bar, I have realized... I mean, I've known this before, but this has really driven the point home. There are all degrees of gamer on the spectrum of gamer.
Yeah, well, yes.
I've had super obsessed nerds come in and, less than jokingly chastised me for not having a GameCube controller adapter for my Wii U. One guy on Twitter took serious issue with the way I set up my Smash Brothers tournament. I believe it was the same guy, actually. He's like, this is not to international competition standards. You need to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I replied like, you know what? I'm really sorry. I'm going to submit my resignation to the international committee.
I did see that. Yes,
first thing tomorrow morning. Don't you worry about it. And then on the other hand, you get like on the far other end of the spectrum, you get the guy who's just like, I remember Mario 3, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think like the bro guys are kind of on that side, although they're also like really into like Halo and NFL 2K15 or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, they're like not. I don't want to say
the guys who know Mario and Contra. That's about it.
Yeah, and that's that's where you see the most bros is the guys who just know Halo and Xbox and Mario and nothing else. Yeah. And I think that's kind of what leads to that. I don't know. I think all the customers, like the people that the customers I hang out with outside the bar are the ones who are like towards the middle of the spectrum.
Like you.
Like me, right? I'm really
thunk it.
I'm super into a few specific series like Dragon Quest and old school Mega Man and things like that. But like I don't know, people bring up like
Picross.
Picross, right. Every day somebody brings up like an obscure indie game that I've never heard of that then I Google and like everyone's talking about it. Well, I don't know about this. I don't really keep up with stuff like that.
Yeah, you should follow Ray Barthold. He's pretty good.
Who? You just making up names?
It's a shitty name, I know.
I like it. I don't keep up with games because I don't have the time or money or interest to do that. But the games I remember from my youth, I love that shit. Yeah. The bar is supposed to be a celebration of nostalgia, and I got into a conversation with a customer about this the other day. It's not like nostalgia is like it's kind of useless unless you are like using it to sort of tap into who you were and what you were doing at the time. It shouldn't be like, yes, I'm coming here to play Mario 3 because I have intense respect for the level design and the game mechanics. It should be, I'm coming here to play Mario 3 because I remember when I was in the 3rd grade and I used to play Mario 3 before soccer practice and it was the most fun I would have all day. Like, that's what nostalgia is. It's not, I don't know. I don't, like, right now there's a lot of this, like, analysis about retro game level design and all that shit, and I could not find that more boring. And Mario Maker has certainly brought that to the fore. Like, we're going to dissect how levels are made. I don't give a shit. Just make a level and I'll play it. Nostalgia, to me, is all about trying to recapture, like, what you were doing at the time this thing came out. It's your link to the past. Just like the game of the same name, Billy Hatcher.
You're going to turn into a rabbit.
Right? In the Dark World, yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the Dark World.
Did you just gloss over my Billy Hatcher joke?
I think so. Want to make another one?
Eggs! All right. All right, now finally, I do have to I tried to mention this earlier. We did have 2 gold subscribers come to the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Our good friend from... Oh, wait. I have a drop of where he's from. I just can't find it.
I'm from Australia!
There we go.
Yep.
Daniel Worthington came by, brought me 2 beautiful games to add to my collection. We hung out for a long time, talking No More Whoppers, talking Laser Time, talking video games, and then we went out for some more drinking after I closed up. And then he came by the next day.
Great.
It was fun. Yeah, he's a fun guy.
My whole vacation's at Critical Hit.
Right? Well, no. I think he only spent 2 or 3 days in Nagoya.
Oh.
And then he moved on to... It's called Osaka. Right. Yeah.
That means Big Saka.
Thank you. Yeah. You know, it does. You're right. Ass. And then the second day that Daniel came in, by coincidence, another gold subscriber, our good friend Patrick, also came in and hung out for a little bit. And I don't know if they knew they would each be there, but yeah, that was really cool.
All right.
It's the first time I think 2 No-Mo-O listeners have met by chance at the bar.
Boy, it's a real magical place, isn't it?
It was fun. They're nice folks.
Sometimes you want to go. Everyone knows your name.
Right? Or to Critical Hit.
Yeah.
Steve.
Well, you could go to Critical Hit more, and then everybody will know your name.
Critical Hit more? That's a spell from Dragon Warrior.
Yes, it is.
Great.
Yeah, great.
Good.
Wonderful. Right.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Well, what do you really talk about? I mean, you say you talk about these things, but do you remember anything fun that you mentioned? Was I mentioned?
Oh, I got.
Do people like me?
I got to like to quote the show to the whole bar when I knew only he would get it, which was fun. Because I came in late and I had my subordinate Zan open the bar for me.
Okay.
And he forgot to turn on the fans.
Uh-huh.
So you can see where this is going.
Yeah, I can. Yes.
Okay. So it smells like fried oil in the kitchen and the bar, and I'm like, dude, you got to turn on the fan because if you don't, then there's no air circulation.
Air circulation.
Thank you. Right? Try to have fun.
Yeah,
oh wait, one more. This is my last thing.
Okay.
Now for my final thought.
Okay.
That day, the day Daniel was there and the day Zan was working for me, I was supposed to go across town to something called the Aichi Vision Film Festival to promote the bar. I was a paid sponsor at this year's Aichi Vision Festival.
Whoa.
Which, now, for a heftier donation, I would have had my own tent, but I didn't have enough time to get that in order, so I just did like a mid-level donation, which means I get to go up on stage when they're showing films. And what I did was I just plugged in a Super Famicom and, to the projector. This is at an outdoor amphitheater. And then put in some Street Fighter. And I just asked people from the crowd, hey, who wants to play Street Fighter? And people just came up. They played a few rounds. And I said, hey, I have a bar in Fushimi called Critical Hit. Check it out. Et cetera.
You can come and play Street Fighter 3.
Well, I don't have that.
Oh.
It was a nice little promotion, though. And I got a microphone to address the crowd while I'm doing this. And I made a joke that I was sure somebody would get, but nobody did, which was kind of great, It was the people who were playing both chose Dalsum, and I got to actually say into a microphone in front of 100 people, I'm seeing double here for Dalsums. Nothing. There's no reaction.
No, yeah, I mean, not everybody is us in Laser Time.
I'm highly disappointed. I thought somebody would get that.
No, it's a big gamble. Gamble.
That's my gambling name.
Can't really bet on it all the time. I mean, I liked it.
Thank you, but I feel like that worked out for me because. Well, here's the thing. I was kind of pissed off because I didn't know what time I was going on stage.
Oh.
The organizer came to the bar a couple weeks ago saying, hey, do you want to be a sponsor? I'm like, sure. He's like, it's this much, and, come down on this day. I'm like, what time should I come down? He's like, oh, don't worry, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So the day rolls around. I'm calling the guy. I'm emailing the guy. There's no response. I don't know what time I'm supposed to be there. It is 7:25 p.m. on a Sunday evening, and I'm working at the bar, and I'm talking to Zan, who's there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what time I'm supposed to be there. And he called one of his friends who happened to be at the festival, and he asked his friend to pick up a pamphlet and look at the timetable. And he gets off the phone. He's like, yeah, you're supposed to be on stage at 7:45. And I'm like, fuck! So, yeah, I haul ass out of the bar. I'm like, Zan, get behind the bar again and work for me. And he's like, okay. So I run
it's an emergency.
I grab the Super Famicom and everything, run to the station, run to the train, and then 5-minute train ride to the park where it is, run out of the station, run to the amphitheater. It's like 7:43, and I'm out of breath and sweating like a maniac. And I had to sit through 15 more minutes of movies. Because
15.
Because nothing ever happens on time in Japan. Yeah. I know, but I was impressed for getting there at the time.
Nothing ever happens on time in Japan?
I'm sorry. I mean, when you're doing, like, festivals and shit like this, all this shit goes long, like, every time.
Oh, yeah. They play any Van Halen?
I wish.
Spice the thing up.
I wish I had some of that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned something, and that is amateur film is rough.
It really was that amateur, huh?
Yeah, it's like I knew a lot of the people in the movies I was watching.
Oh boy.
And they're not. I mean, some of them are like local quote unquote actors. By which I mean they have jobs as professional gaijin extras in like Japanese productions.
And the town drunk.
Which requires, here's how much acting ability that requires. There, I'm done.
Yeah. Point at bowl of ramen.
Right? Yeah. I want that one. Oh my god-o. Yeah. Anyway,
don't open that door.
Yes, thank you. So after like 2 hours of that caliber film festival, I think
were they all filmed on iPhones?
Looked like it. I think the crowd was actually kind of excited to actually see something that was fun and interactive and not like, just, oh God, kill me already.
Yes. Sounds bad.
And of course, the last film was just a 10-minute commercial for a local guy's English school. It was like, oh my God. I don't even want to get into it, but it was like,
it's called Zim.
Yeah.
It's Wiz upside down.
God damn it. That's good. Well, wouldn't that be Ms.?
What?
Ms.
What?
Ms. Pac-Man.
I'm the Wiz.
Thanks, everybody.
I am dying.
Can you not say dirty sex, poop, dogs?
With vagina dirt. I think that's all we have for this week. Raymond, is there anything else that you've got?
No. I'm afraid I don't.
This was, I think I did pretty well for having very little sleep.
Yeah, well, you usually pull through in the end.
Maybe it's because I didn't have an energy drink today.
Oh, yeah, maybe that'll do it.
And I'm not snapping at you.
No, this is like exercise.
Shut up!
You like...
What's up?
You're like sweating it all off.
Yeah, I think
so
that's
it's like
what
exercise.
It is.
Yeah.
Mousercise.
No.
No?
Stop talking.
What's wrong with that?
Stop.
Jazzercise.
We're done. Folks, it's the end of the show. No More Whoppers. You know it. Thanks so much for listening. Go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com. There you can find the donate button. Donate and be part of the donation segment, which is part of Fan Fun, and then Facebook as well. We need more Facebook likes, don't we?
We do.
Do we need 2, 3, 4?
I don't know. I haven't actually looked at it in a while.
Okay. Well, Facebook.com/nomorewhoppers is where you go to like it and be part of our other Fan Fun segment. And Overnerds, we haven't gotten any Overnerds, I don't think, have we? No.
Oh, I didn't even check. Wait,
no.
Let me check real quick. Because if we do have any, we're obligated to do them now.
We can obligate ourselves next week to do them.
All right, fine.
Okay. But send some Overnerds, stories of nerds within you or without you, to nomorewhoppers@gmail.com. And on Twitter, nomorewhoppers. And on Twitter is Alex.
Oh, I'm Pitui. That's Pitohui.
I'm RDBAAA. Visit Critical Hit in the mountains.
No.
In the valley.
Yes.
Of Nagoya.
Yes.
It's right off the Beltline, next to the castle. You can't miss it.
Actually, yeah.
Ask about the weddings.
It's not too far off. I'm not right next to the castle, but I'm like maybe 10 minutes away.
Okay. Walking? Walking distance?
20-minute walk.
Okay.
Maybe 10-minute bike ride.
10-minute bike ride, all right, okay. Sure.
5 minutes by car.
So grab your bikes and pedal on over to Critical Hit.
Yes.
After a long day at the castle.
Yes. Try our castle specials. Eggs over Nobunaga.
Yep.
Tokugasu Ie yogurt.
The Shogun oatmeal.
Mojito.
Anyway, thanks, Alex, for being such a good sport.
Anytime.
Love you, buddy.
Oh, God.
Hey, whoa. Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next week. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We talk to some freaks who eat their Rice Krispies without even the tiniest bit of sugar on them.
Invasive.
Yet familiar.
Yes. That's the summary for this show.
Yep. Yep. I'm going to just write that down.